differently. That's how I think Azaad rolls. This is my second time with him speaking about his real estate journey in Dubai. It's always fascinating to see you come back stronger, bigger, and more accomplished, which is amazing for a Sri Lankan to do such great work. Now, real estate is such a big thing there. Tell me about, I just want to give a recap to the ones who are watching this video. What took you into real estate?
Danu, it actually all started when I was young, right? My passion was always to become an interior designer.
Oh.
So, yeah, so with that actually, I thought, why not? I mean, it's another sector, real estate, both merged together. So I want to merge real estate and interior together. So actually that is my core, I would say. But on the past coming years, I thought, yes, I mean, real estate, and then I chose the location to be Dubai.
Amazing.
So Dubai real estate is actually growing immensely from the past years. So I thought, why not grow with the Dubai real estate?
Right.
Yeah.
Extravagant, absolutely tasteful, all of this sort of works with him. So this time he was like, let's speak about this when we are like just setting sail. And I was like, yeah, why not? It seems like a nice idea. So that's what brought us here. And tell me, I know about real estate, but the kind of transactions that you all do and the numbers that you all handle are just out of this park. Tell me about the amounts that you all deal with.
Yeah. So totally, first I'll take you from the Dubai's transactions. So if we take the Dubai's transactions, I mean, soon after the COVID, we have done a transaction. The whole transaction is around 170 billion AD for that particular year, which we have COVID,
That's 2020.
2020, right?
Jesus.
Passing from that, we have done more than 300 billion on the 2022, and on the 2023, we have done more than 500 billion sales on the transaction volume. So that is the power of Dubai, because everybody nowadays wants to have a piece of Dubai. I mean, see how, like I told you last time on the interview, I mean, being safe, being a tax-free, city. So this, the strategies they're using to overcome, this kind of, bring this kind of investors, this actually made investors trust in them, and then people are moving to Dubai, principally.
In terms of investing in Dubai, especially for a Sri Lankan who is watching it and who may have the capital in hand, why would you say it's a great idea and it's an investment they'll not regret?
So see, if you see the past history of Dubai, you have been to Dubai, right? Danu? So if you see from, it all started from 1940. It's actually Sheikh Mohammed's dad, he is the visionary. Sheikh bin Rashid Al Maktoum. So he started the vision on 1940. So his plans, grew from being the stage 1 to up to now we are on the stage 7. It's called the Dubai 2040 vision, right? So this, if you see the, history itself, you could see like what they have done. The infrastructure, the sustainability, the communities they have built, and the mega developments they have done, and how, one of his quotes is actually recently, one of his quotes was, a lady, if she feels safe walking around in the night, she has to think she's in Emirates. So, and one of his favorite tagline, I still like it, in the race of excellence, there is no finish line. So, see, he's a visionary, so he has input all his ideas, and he has used the proper team to build the Dubai city. Right, so this actually, coming back to your question, so these are actually things that actually investors look in. Yeah, so if you see the past itself, you can see what they have done to the structure. It can be the economic agenda. There are also upcoming plans from the economic agenda being from $14.2 trillion. They're going to double it in the 10 years time to $32 trillion. Right, so that is called the Dubai 33 Vision Agenda.
I really like the point, Azaad, that what you told me about the 2040 vision. This sort of really impacts anyone who is keen on investing or even moving there, or some kind of connection to Dubai. Tell me more about this vision.
So when you see the Dubai 2040 Vision, Danu, the Dubai is actually fully focusing on doubling, right, the green spaces, the urban parks, right, and also they're focusing on the quality of life for people, for investors who are moving and living there. And also, if you see, in addition to that, You also have, they're also focusing mostly on Bur Dubai, Deira, and downtown Business Bay, and JBR. This kind of locations, they're mostly focusing on, sustainability and this kind of sectors.
Being environmentally responsible and things like that.
Yes.
And also they've gone into like agriculture, they've gone into all sorts of things in Dubai.
Yeah, so that's why that is also in the plan, in the vision, Dubai 2040 plan, making the greeneries like double, right? So this will attract foreigners or tourists like moving into Dubai, not like just coming, staying for a while, but migrating. So if you see the first quarter of people moving, migrating in the whole on the whole country. So we have around 6,700 millionaires moving to Dubai just on the first quarter, right? So this actually shows that it's a healthy market,
Now, talking about retirement age, a lot of people have thought of options of staying somewhere where the facilities are good, Medicare is very good. You want a wholesome place. Would you say Dubai is one of those places that people could think of?
So see, actually, when you talk about the retirement plan, Danu, I'll tell you a small story what happened to me, right? So I had an investor. He's from actually Pakistan, because if you see the whole UAE, like the Dubai, you have like more than 200 nationalities moving in, right? It's a cultural pot, right? You have more than 20,000 international companies operating there. So coming back to my story, right? He's around 65 years old, more like my dad. So he came to me, Azaad, he told me, Azaad, I want to invest. I have my sons, my kids can take care of me, but I'd rather have my own investments. I'd rather have my own income. He told me, Azaad, give me a good option where I actually can get a proper income, right? So it's actually for his bread and butter, to look after his kitchen, right? So I said yes. So I guided him through, he had a 3 million budget, which is around I would say around 800,000 US dollars. So he said, Azaad, I want to get a couple of ready properties and some on the off plan. So that is the idea I gave him. So we actually tailor-made to his needs. So he had a ready cash available. So I told him, yeah, we'll get a ready property for around 1.5 million in downtown, which is generating around, I would say around 7 to 10% ROI. It was a year back, so now it's more than that. And I gave him 2 off plans. So off plan means you are getting something what is not ready. You're investing on something on the long run, so like a 4-year, it will be ready on the 4-year. So think about it, like you're getting something on 4-year, you will have your appreciation, and you will have a better ROI when it's ready, and you could use it when it's handed over to you.
At this current moment, there are so many people like developing, creating, putting in so much towards Dubai. What is the future when you think of all this development?
See, actually, it's a very good question, Danu, because for investing now, they have to see the future, not the past, right? Yes, past people are invested, they made their money. But if you look at the future of Dubai, right, you have to see the numbers, the statistics, right, the data. So if you see the data, you have to see the demand and supply. And we have more than, I would say, many developers developing, but being said that MR is actually the number one, and they have a majority of the real estate portfolio. Following up with that, we also have Shoba, we have Danu, we have Damak, and Ellington. These are some of the developers developing. So when you see, to your question, when you see the demand and supply, all of these developers who's developing until 2028, we have around 100,000 units to be handed over. 100,000 units to be handed over, right? But if you see the population growth, what is happening in Dubai right now, we have around 250,000 people are moving into Dubai. Why? Because of these new strategies they're using to attract investors, like the golden visas. Now they have a green visa, again 10-year. They have investor visas. So these kind of visas are attracting investors to move to Dubai. Coming back to the golden visa, if you if you invest on a 2 million property or above, you get the golden visa. But now, if you invest on a 2 million visa, and if you pay only 24% down payment, you are eligible to get the golden visa right away.
Right.
So you don't have to pay the whole 2 million. Right, so the visa will be for 10 years, so you can come up and down, in and out. It's kind of very convenient, easy, and when you have a visa, you feel like it's the second home. Right. But again, coming back to the demand and supply, 100,000 units, and we have 250,000 moving into Dubai, every year. So if you see, according to the CREC report, we have around 50,000. 5 per family, right? So 250,000 people. 5 per family is around 50,000. What is the supply? 100,000 units, for the coming 5 years. So if you divide that by 5, you have 25,000, right? 25,000 units supplying every year. Okay, but what is the input? The demand, the coming people, people who come to Dubai is around 50,000, right? So we are these numbers can change according, because these are like statistics on the past couple of months. But according to the the ratio, according to the numbers, statistics, we are still in short of supply. So we are actually, I would say, we're in short of supply. The more demand is for like townhouses and villas at this moment. So yeah, that's
more. Now, in terms of information, see, you are able to give all of this and sort of guide somebody through it. If there's someone who is watching this video wants the right information and wants to know the nitty-gritty of where they're putting their money and how they're going to get the return and how they're going to have a good life.
Yeah.
How do they get
so Danu, like talking about the investment, it's very important to pick and choose the right development. There's plenty of developers, plenty of projects. You have to see, are you going to stay for a long term, or you want to are you like a short term flipper? But I would not recommend a short term flipper. I would always say real estate takes time, right? So I would tell the investors to take at least until the handover the project. Right? And there are plenty of nice projects like the Dubai Creek Harbour, which is fully done by MR, and that is actually a merger of the Dubai downtown and the JBR Marina. That's why MR came up with this project, to build the Dubai Creek Harbour. So you get the both exposure, so this kind of projects. You also have the Dubai Hills Estate with the golf course. You have apartments, villas, the Dubai Hills Estate Mall. So they have done a lot of study. They're working with a lot of like people who stay a lot of survey. To see what people really like, and they really work for the core of it. That's why people like even me when I'm there, I feel very safe. I feel like it feels like heaven being there, really. So this kind of things makes you feel and also want to stay there.
Right, how to get through to this wonderful man so that you get all the information that you need, so that you can make investments that are right, and at the same time that have a plan, there is a strategy behind it, and it could be a retirement, it could be you going there right now, you trying to get the golden visa or even your green visa, whatever it is. How do you get the right information? That's where he comes in. Tell me about how can one reach out to you?
So it's very simple, right? You can always DM me. I have my email. I will give you the email down below. So you can actually call me. I'll be always on the call to you. And it's going to be more like a one-on-one session. I want to understand what you really want and what your sector. Are you looking to retire? Are you going to get an apartment and have a rental income? Or are you more like a business person or investor? So starting from residential, we have from 600,000 dirhams, which is around 150,000 US dollars, up to 750 million dirhams. So when I say 750 million dirhams, it's around $200 million. You can get a nice duplex in downtown, right? So
how do you sort of put the zeros in Sri Lankan rupees?
So I will calculate the numbers. And when you look into the commercial sector, we are also, like my personal thing is I'm actually specialized on the commercial sector. So I help investors to navigate through getting the plot, getting the right developer, and the sales and marketing, and then from their sales. So we have the whole sector, but if you want to pick and choose the right team to work with in the Dubai sector, contact us.
Details on how you can reach out to Azaad will be given to you on this video. So if you're planning on investing, go with the right people, whoever it is. Make sure you ask the right questions and you get the right guidance so that your investment and your time is definitely rewarded. On that note,
thank you, Danu, for your time.
As always.
Pleasure. Second time I'm meeting you. It's always a pleasure. I'm seeing you growing,
in size.
I just love what you're doing, man.
Thank you. Thank you. We have got to this for our second video. I can't imagine what the third is going to be. All right, on that note, we need to wrap things up. Thanks for tuning in.